everybody. Let's talk sports. UH Warrior football coach Greg McMackin is ready for some football. After an enduring week, to say the least, where the focus has been on a gay slur the coach uttered at the WAC Media Preview last week, McMackin is focusing on fall camp and the first practice, which is tomorrow. And Coach Mack will be there as part of his punishment from the university. McMackin will coach the team voluntarily while serving out a 30-day suspension without pay. On tonight's edition of PBS Hawaii's Leahy and Leahy Show, Mack says he's thankful that he can be present to help his team prepare for the season.
All I wanted to make sure of is that I'm the one that made the mistake. Don't penalize my players, my coaches, and our fans. You know, I want to coach. That's my job, is to graduate players and to win football games. And that's my total focus right now.
As for the football side of things, one of the big challenges this season for Hawaii will be getting a fairly inexperienced squad ready to play. Warriors have a developing set of talent on offense and return just one full-time starter on defense.
We have to do a great job of coaching them because we are young and inexperienced, and they have to do a great job of being coached. We've got a lot of new players, but we've got guys that have played and know our system. We can go right back to the basics: attacking, swarming, gang tackling, making big plays with emotion. I really believe we're a team this year.
Warriors hold their first practice tomorrow afternoon at 2. Season opener is Friday, September 4th against Central Arkansas.
UH football coach Greg McMackin is moving on from his mistake and talking X's and O's. Today I sat down with McMackin to break down some of the things to expect for fall camp, which begins tomorrow, including a new format for Warrior practices.
Off the get-go, Warrior coach Greg McMackin wants his team to pick up the pace. 3-hour practices are being replaced by 2-hour sessions that will be much more intense.
You know, I've looked back on the history in Hawaii, and Hawaii's never been a fast starting team, and we weren't we were 1-3 last year. And we're going to go to what I'm more used to, into 2-hour practices. We're going to start special teams right off the bat. I want to keep their legs fresh. I'm not going to baby them. We're going to run them, and we're going to be in shape.
Another change: 2-a-day practices will be spaced out so players can rest. But instead of just special teams work for afternoon sessions, Coach Mack is adding another full practice. And when it comes to Hawaii's offense,
I really believe our passing game is going to be outstanding this year. I'd be surprised if it wasn't.
Part of that certainty comes with already naming Greg Alexander UH's starting quarterback.
And I don't want him looking behind him. He's #1. We've got to figure out who 2 and 3 are. Greg has worked hard. He gets the ball off quicker. He is really advanced.
Defense is where the Warriors were hardest hit for personnel, especially at defensive back, which lost 9 scholarship players.
There's only a couple of our guys that have even been in ball games, and that was late in ball games last year in the secondary. But they have to come together, and that may take game reps. So that's coaching, and that's going to take a little time and a little experience, but that's where we really have to get better.
Good time to remind UH fans again, KGMB9 is the home of the Coach Mack Show. It airs every Sunday at 10:30, starting from Game 1 after the opener with Central Arkansas to the end of the season. UH is now looking for a graduate assistant on offense to replace Craig Stutzman. Stutzman is officially leaving to be the receivers coach at Portland State. Stutzman now works for the Vikings under former UH defensive coordinator Jerry Glanville.